opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. To throw is Brady. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running right, Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. Brady now to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. But we keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running from the gun with Henry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Justin Simmons up from his safety. Spot to make the tackle.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Here's Brady. Looking deep for Julio.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep 3rd position and makes the interception.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll run for it with Henry. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Aaron Jones, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Draw play. This is Henry. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Harris, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A first down carry for Henry. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On play action, now Brady looking in zone for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Here's Harris to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Mayfield on first down. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown. Adam Thielen, 41 yards. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Brady's throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now Brady. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Harris to return it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now Mayfield. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Henry again on 2nd down.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They go play action. Mayfield.
They're trying for Reagor, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Aaron Jones, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play fake, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Brady. Thomas brings it in. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Running right, Jones. And some room to work. Touchdown, Falcons. Aaron Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Derrick Henry powers through him. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Mayfield off the play fake. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point safely through. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Jags get this? Yes, Jags football. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Mayfield to throw it. Henry's got it out on the left side. He can't get him down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jalen Reagor, 47 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he returns this to the 22. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Room here to run. Woo! Touchdown, Falcons.
You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
And how about the situation that we're in right now, because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
Here's Harris to return it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And right side, Henry's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Mayfield on play action.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.